There's a class action lawsuit against Zillow that every home buyer needs to hear about because it's pulling the curtains behind on something that most people probably never knew was happening behind the scenes. And it all comes down to this simple question. If the person representing you in one of the biggest financial decisions of your life is getting paid the least and is also under pressure to just close deals very quickly, do you really think that they're going to slow down and fight for your best interests? Let's unpack why this is happening and how Zillow Flex system works and what smart buyers can do differently moving forward. Hi, I'm Steve Moon of the Steve Moon Group, your San Jose realtor. And if it's your first time here, on this channel, we talk about real estate related issues and what's happening here in and around San Jose and the Bay Area. So let's start with the basics. When you're browsing Zillow and you click that little button that says Contact Agent, you're probably assuming that you're connecting with the listing agent or a qualified agent who's ready to help you find and negotiate your dream home. But what actually is happening is this. Zillow is sending your query to one of their Flex partner agents. And in exchange, Zillow takes a massive 40% referral fee from that agent's commission, just for sending them your contact info. Zillow isn't writing the contracts, negotiating the terms, or guiding the deal in any way. They're simply monetizing the traffic onto their popular website. And for that agent, that 40% hit is just the beginning. If they're a part of a team, which many are, there's usually another 40 to 50% cut that goes to the team leader. By the time all the math is done, the person who's actually meeting you at homes, writing the offer, and answering your late at night questions could be left with a fraction of the original commission that was agreed upon. And often, they're paid the least amount in the entire transaction. Just think about that. Your agent, the one who is tasked to look out for your best interests, gets paid less than everybody else in the entire transaction. Now, let's be clear. Most agents working under this system aren't bad people or agents. They're not intentionally trying to cut corners, but the structure of the system makes it nearly impossible for them to prioritize your needs. If you're getting paid the least, the only way to make a living is to close deals more quickly and to move on to the next client. That means less time digging through disclosures for red flags, if at all, less energy negotiating hard for you, and less incentive to build a long-term relationship because in this model, you're probably a one-time deal. And if they don't move quickly, Zillow can and often does simply reassign you to a different agent. That's the system. It's not designed for deep fiduciary type of a service or relationship. It's designed for volume. And I can share with you as an agent whose business is more listings-based, you can tell who the Zillow Flex agents or similar referral-based platform agents are. And there are a few of them. They are the ones that never call or contact the listing agent to ask questions about, hey, how do I write the best offer to hit all the items or points that the seller needs? Because it's not always about the money. And if they do contact you, it's about the fee, nothing else. Here's another interesting piece that most buyers don't realize. Zillow has been one of the loudest opponents of buyer representation agreements. Why? Because those agreements flip the script. Representation agreements create a situation where you and your agent will sit down before the search even begins, and you'll start discussing expectations, how the agent will be compensated and who gets what. But this will also highlight Zillow's massive cut in the transaction, how they'll work to protect your best interest, and how both sides can benefit by building a partnership and not just a transaction. When an agent knows that they're going to be compensated fairly, they can afford to slow down. think more strategically, and do the job the right way. That's when they're truly incentivized to act as a fiduciary, meaning that they're putting your interests ahead of their own. What's happened over time, though, is that the Flex system has unintentionally commoditized buyers. So you're no longer seen as a client with goals and a future relationship. You're seen as a lead, a piece of data that either turns into a closed deal quickly or gets passed to the next agent in line. And this isn't just speculation, by the way. It's at the heart of the current class action lawsuit. The allegation is that Zillow's referral fee structure has artificially increased consumer costs while reducing the quality of representation. In other words, you're paying more for less service. Now, this probably isn't the system that Zillow set out to create, but here we are. And the responsibility falls to you, the buyers, to navigate it wisely. And here's how to do that. First, interview agents before committing. So look for experience, strategy, and communication, not just who responds on first to Zillow. Second, discuss compensation openly. Make sure that your agent is being paid fairly so that they're motivated to put your interest first. Ask if they have to pay a referral fee to somebody else. And third, sign a representation agreement. It sets out expectations on both sides and creates accountability. It may be to your benefit as well. The goal is to make sure that your agent has every reason to fight for you, to slow down, to analyze, to negotiate, and to guide you to the best possible outcome. There are a lot of agents out there. Find the one that is good and will represent you well. At the end of the day, this is about shifting the focus back to where it belongs, on the client. Real estate shouldn't be about who can churn through the most leads or close deals the fastest. It should be about building relationships, protecting people's investments, and guiding them through one of the most important decisions of their life. The system may not have been designed to work this way, but it does now. And the smartest thing that you can do is to make sure the person representing you has every incentive to look out for you, not just the next transaction. Your goals and outcomes should be aligned and mutually beneficial. You never want somebody who feels that they are being underpaid to look out for your best interest. If you found this breakdown to be helpful, hit that like and subscribe buttons. I share regular insight into how real estate really works so that you can make smarter decisions and avoid costly mistakes. And if you're buying in the San Jose area, reach out. I'd love to help you build a plan that puts your goals first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.